Good evening and welcome to this week in review. Tonight's stories include Gift Shop Committee make a presentation to the Calder Healthcare Centre, Elementary School as their opening delayed, the Council report. These stories plus community events, the BBS Playbell, Off the Rack and more coming up after this.
Physical activity!
Get it right!
Physical activity!
Get it right!
Physical activity!
Get it right!
Attention, attention, it's time for some action. At school or at home, hey, you got to be moving. Attention, attention, it's time for some action. At school or at home, hey, you've got to be moving. Sports are here to keep you in shape, and enjoying good health is not harder than playing. A little fresh air, help you with your eating. These are the keys to explore the horizons. If you ask me, well, physical activity let you go through a whole school day easily. Be part of it, do something for your body. Go outside, let your lungs have a party. Healthy body brings out the healthy spirit. Physical activity, can't live without it.
On Tuesday of this week, we visited the Calder Healthcare Centre and spoke to Jeanette Ann about the presentation. Last week, Isabel Ann, Vice Chair of the Gift Shop Committee, presented $800 to the Calder Healthcare Centre towards the purchase of 2 of these outdoor wheelchairs. This was the first donation the gift shop has made to the hospital. When the gift shop was open, it was decided that any profits that was realized would go back into the hospital. The Gift Shop Committee are very proud to be able to make this donation because it means all the work that has gone into the project is finally paid off. There was also a donation from a private individual towards the wheelchairs. These 2 chairs will enable staff and family members to take the residents of the chronic care for walks around town with ease. We congratulate and thank the Gift Shop Committee for all their hard work and dedication. While we were at the hospital visiting, the residents were having a party. It was Aunt Fanny Dumford's 93rd birthday. Family and friends gathered to help the oldest residents celebrate her special day. They were enjoying a barbecue outside but had to scurry inside because they got rained out. We spoke to Aunt Fanny briefly. And good day, Mrs. Dumford. How are you getting on today?
Not today.
Yeah, somebody tell me it's your birthday today.
Boy.
Yes, and you're what, 93?
Yeah.
Well,
93.
93. Now, how do you feel about being the oldest person in the residence of the Calder Healthcare Centre?
Yeah, right?
That make you feel good?
Yeah.
Yeah? Everybody treats you like grandmother, I suppose, do they?
No.
No? No? You like to see people come, do you?
Yeah.
You like to see visitors?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you had a birthday party today?
Yeah, come rain, it's going rain.
Oh, so you was outdoors, was you?
Yeah, the name of they do it, eh?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So then everybody had to hurry up and come inside?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I suppose you had a birthday cake?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, birthday.
Yeah. Fruit cake, I suppose?
Oh,
Yeah. You like?
yeah, yes.
Yeah. Likes fruit cake?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So everybody was there, was they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the teacher, the friends, really. They didn't know you.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. So who was up with you today?
Eh?
Who was up with you today for your birthday?
Brenda.
Glenda, yeah. And who else?
And Barb.
Yeah. And the little girl?
And the little girl,
Yeah, her name is Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Yeah, yeah, that's right, yeah. So I suppose you got all kinds of presents, did you?
No, I had good money, didn't I?
Oh, that was lovely.
Yeah.
Well, that was nice.
$3.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what, you like living at the Calder Healthcare Centre, I suppose, do you?
Come on?
Do you like to live at the Calder Healthcare Centre? You like to live in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
Yeah. Keeps you busy, I suppose, do they?
yeah.
Yeah. And what's some of the things they get you to do?
I don't do much now, I don't care. I've been sick, so
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
sick. So
Yeah.
So I don't learn much now.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Yeah.
here in bed, you know.
Yeah. Just sitting in your chair,
Yeah.
relaxing now,
Yeah.
are you?
But you
Yeah.
can find my workload.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And the ACWA comes up every now and again and plays cards and bingos with you, do they?
It comes up steadily.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't come up, but they don't come up every day.
No, not every night. No,
No.
what? Probably once or twice a week or once a month?
No,
or-
once a month.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
longer than that.
Yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. So did you have a trip this summer anywhere? I know sometimes they takes you out in the bus and takes you around.
Well, we're saying to do that now.
Yeah, so did you go anywhere this summer?
Yeah,
Yeah, so I suppose you enjoyed that, did you?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for talking with us.
Right?
I said thank you very much for talking with us.
Oh, you're welcome.
And hope you have a very happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The elementary school opening has been delayed until Monday, September the 11th. The students returning to A.J. Matthews must be dancing for joy at the delay in the opening of the school. The teachers has been given an extra week to get their classrooms organized before the students return. As you are aware, there's been quite a bit of activity at the high school during the summer getting things ready for the upcoming school year. A few weeks ago, extra staff was hired to help with the cleaning and moving from one school to the other. When we visited on Wednesday, the workers were busy packing up boxes to be moved into the high school. The workers were given 2 days to move everything over. Mrs. Ann's grade 1 class was the first to move, and Mrs. Tucker's things were in the corridor waiting to be loaded on the truck next. With only a week to pack all their things away in time for the students to return to school, the teachers of the A.J. Matthews Elementary School have their work cut out for them. The workers have done a great job getting the school ready and should be commended for all their hard work. Stay tuned for more of This Week in Review coming up after this.
Participation, finding solutions. Getting active is easy. And Canada's Physical Activity Guide shows just how easy it is. Rosella chooses to go skating with her daughter Letitia. They're having fun, and they're also enjoying the benefits of physical activity.
Physical activity is one of the ways in which we have so much fun together.
Rosella's solution is a participation solution. Try it.
Now over to Mayor Ann with the council report.
Burgeo Town, good evening, everyone. Burgeo Town Council held its regular council meeting on August 23rd, year 2000. Items for discussion during the meeting. One was the fish plant. Really, there's not a big lot. I reported to the council there, the same as I reported on an earlier interview that I did with Burgeo Broadcasting. There was one addition. There was a letter which was received from our MHA, Calvin Parsons. It was a copy of a letter which he has sent to Mr. Dhaliwal, stressing the importance and again laying out to Mr. Dhaliwal the situation here in Burgeo and requesting action in the near future. There was also some discussion took place with regard to the possibility of getting our plant to start processing the local fish that is being landed there, and also not only the ground fish but maybe the crab. No doubt this would be for the year 2001, but it was well noted. This has been put before the company in the past. However, since the meeting, and being there's been a week delay in getting the report on this time due to staff at BBS taking vacation, I can report that I have sent a letter to Falcon Seafoods, and in that letter I have requested a meeting with some of the owners and the chief executive officer and so on, and see if we can't look at something other than crab. I mean, the crab is very elusive, so therefore I've got to find out if they have any intention of getting into some other resource and what their plans are for the town of Burgeo. The Burgeo War Memorial, the town manager informed us that delivery of the War Memorial should be around late September, and if everything goes well, then hopefully on November the 11th this year, we will dedicate the new War Memorial. Regarding the deficiencies in our sidewalks as a result of our last construction job on our roads, as you may be aware, we had an holdback of $35,000 for any deficiencies. The company chose not to come back and correct those deficiencies. Therefore, they forfeited the $35,000 holdback which the town was holding. So therefore, engineers are due in town shortly, and hopefully we'll be able to correct some of the cracks where the sidewalk joins the main street. Letters were written to the Department of Highways on two matters. One was regarding the painting of the lines on the Burgeo Highway, and the other was expressing the concern council has with the brush, which is on approximately the first 50 kilometers on the Burgeo Road. The brush is right on tight to the highway, and our request is that this fall, when highways gets into brush clearing, that Burgeo would have an high priority. We note that since our letter, the lines have been painted on the Burgeo Highway. We received a small recreational grant. Mr. Parsons advised us some time ago there was a $500 recreation grant. So council threw in a little bit of money along with that, and we had some gravel brought from one of the beaches here in the Burgeo area and put under the swings on the playground. And I think that most people who use the playground will agree that this is a tremendous improvement. The gravel is thick enough and of the type that if you have a shower of rain, almost immediately when the rain stops and the sun comes out, that kids can go and play there without getting soaking wet and full of mud and so on. So that really was a plus as far as I'm concerned for our playground. You've heard some time ago that we had 2 swings constructed for our playground and vandals destroyed them. It was a decision of council that, it's just a waste of time to try put those swings back on the playground. So therefore, what we've done is, or will be doing, we're going to ask the hospital and the seniors if they're interested in having one of these swings put at each facility, with the understanding, of course, that the town of Burgeo would not be liable should someone injure themselves on the swings. And if they accept the swings, then they also accept the responsibility which goes with them, and that the town would wash their hands completely of the swings. Failure by anyone to be interested in having the swings, what I mean is the hospital or the seniors, then it was decided that the swings would go on tender. Building permits, we had 2 applications. One was for an extension to the fish market, and the other was the relocation of one of the restaurant facilities here in the town. The town approved the applications subject to the approval by other government agencies such as health, fisheries, environment, and so on, and provided that the parking as requested would be completed prior to opening. Parking is getting to be very important. There seems to be a habit to apply for something and parking will come later. The town manager is being instructed that if the parking is not completed, then permission to occupy would not be granted. We would, however, like to congratulate the two persons who are planning on expanding the business here in Burgeo. The town is very pleased when we see things going up and business expanding. With regard to our arena, Deputy Mayor Barter and the Development Officer and Mr. Glenn Peterson attended a meeting in St. John's, and as a result, monies has been allocated, and what the next step in the arena is that we must have put together full detailed plans, full detailed design before the government is going to get themselves involved in supporting an arena. They bring back information that things are looking good, and but this is the first step. So there have been an allocation of funds on a 50-50 cost-shared basis with the government to have complete, detailed plans done for the arena in Burgeo, and these plans will be detailed to such an extent, the engineering there will be detailed enough so that if approval is given, these plans would suffice to go to tender and would also be suitable for construction of the arena. A website for the town of Burgeo. We had a request that we should get on the internet with a good website for Burgeo, and we approved an expenditure of $650 by a professional company here in Newfoundland who will put together a website, a web page for Burgeo. We could have up to 16 pages, and we feel this is money well spent, and it's we're sort of excited about that, to really get what we call a professional job done advertising Burgeo on the internet. We received a request from the Festival Coast Tourism. In the past few years, we've been giving $2,500 per year to the Festival Coast Tourism. It's sort of based out of the zone board in Stephenville, and the purpose of it is to promote tourism within the zone and the area. But I think the councillors were unanimous that it doesn't seem as if down this way we're getting much bang for our buck. So therefore it was decided by council that we would not contribute $2,500 to Festival Coast Tourism this year, but instead what council will do, if a good, active tourism committee can be put together in the town of Burgeo, and we would stress the word active committee, then council feels that our money will be better spent supporting that committee and the activities which they should bring about, the initiatives which they come up with in order to boost tourism in this area. A request from the Burgeo Diversification Development Board was made with regard to marketing initiatives. That's marketing what Burgeo has to sell and what we've got to offer people, and what this town is all about, and so on. A request for $1,000. Councillors felt that this was money well spent and could possibly generate some activity which will bring jobs and industry to our town. So the town council approved $1,000 for that initiative. Mr. Craig Ayer, your development officer, attended the meeting and gave council a rundown on different activities. One of particular interest was the sea urchin survey, which you are aware of is on the go right now, and looks optimistic, and we all hope that it do turn out to be very optimistic. Deputy Mayor Barter, I just want to put this in. She did report to us, and I said I'd give it a boost on the on air. Deputy Mayor Barter advised that she's in the process of getting about writing a book on Burgeo. So if, it's not a town council thing, it's the deputy mayor's thing. But if there's people in Burgeo who has material which they think would be of interest, or certain stories which are in their mind as far as history, which they'd like to relate to Deputy Mayor Barter, she would be very much interested in hearing about it. And I'm sure if you've got something that you know about Burgeo and it's not written down, and it would only be a matter of contacting Barb, and if she feels there's something there, I'm sure she would spend the time to come and interview you and find out just what your story is. And that was our meeting for August the 23rd. However, I'd like to take this opportunity again to do something which I like, and that is to congratulate the fishermen of Burgeo who have gone out, and I believe there's 3 new longliners which have come to the area. I'm sure it'll only, in the end result is going to be more prosperity for our town, and I hear there's more fishermen looking at the possibility of getting larger boats, and I certainly wish every one of them the best of success. I think it's something that is too bad we didn't get into a little earlier, and I look forward to the day that when the catches that are caught in Burgeo, landed in Burgeo, will be processed in Burgeo. Good evening.
Stay with us for Off the Rack, the community events, and the BBS Playbill, all after this.
Participation. Finding solutions. Getting active is easy. Canada's Physical Activity Guide shows just how easy it is. Larry chooses to play volleyball with neighbors. They're having fun. They're also enjoying the benefits of physical activity.
Well, it's just unbelievable fun. I hope you have a great time.
Larry's solution is a participation solution. Try it.
Off the Rack. This week, as we scanned our tape rack, we came across a tape of the Sandbanks Park before any improvements were made. Let's look back to June 1990.
Also planned are a cabin located here in the fork in the road. A new fire station is going to be located here in place of this existing building. As well, 2 handicap toilets are going to be installed, and a new entrance station is going to be constructed. The existing parking lot is going to be extended to accommodate 50 more vehicles. As you can tell, there are big plans for our park.
Good evening and welcome to the community event segment of tonight's broadcast. I'm Jennifer Marks. Mrs. Barbara Barter is in the process of collecting information in order to write a book on the history of Burgeo. If you have information that might be useful in this project, please call 886-2675. BBS is now accepting bookings for the upcoming bingo season for September 2000 to August 2001. Each group may make 2 bookings at this time. Call Marie at 886-2935 to book your bingo, but book early for the best dates. The Sand and Sea Committee are looking for old playing cards, and they will accept packs that have cards missing. If you have any old playing cards to donate, please call 886-2715 to have cards picked up, or you may drop them off at the BBS office. Recently, there has been some interest in starting a support group for survivors of sexual abuse. If anyone in the community has been affected by this type of violence and or would be interested in learning more, please call Kathy Cutler at 886-2185. All calls will be strictly confidential. If your group or organization has an upcoming event planned, we will be happy to advertise it for you. Just call the BBS office by Wednesdays of each week to have items included in this portion of our broadcast. That concludes the community event segment of tonight's broadcast. See you next week.
And I'll be here again next week with This Week in Review. For This Week in Review, I'm Marie Rose. Good night and God bless.